Hey guys, what is up? It is VGA322 here with my next LP, and this one might, well, actually it's not really going to come as a surprise, especially since you've already read the title, and that I kind of mentioned it, but I do have a reason for picking this one specifically. I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do up until earlier today, actually, to be honest. As you can see, I'm going to be doing an LP of Metroid Prime on the GameCube. And as you can see in the bottom right corner, it was copywritten and made in 2002. And I was going to say I'm surprised it came out that late, but then I remembered that the GameCube only came out in 2001. So this was a pretty early game on the system. I think Wind Waker was one of the earlier ones. I think that was the earlier game, and I know Smash Bros. Is one of the ones that was packaged. But anyways, we need to erase a file, and apparently I decided to try this on hard, but we're going to erase this one down here. But yeah, let's not play on hard mode. I'm just gonna play on normal. Sorry guys, I'm not a super awesome Metroid player. I'm gonna fail enough as it is. But yeah, the reason I specifically chose to do Prime over anything else I had is that I was listening to Poets of the Fall. I was listening to their song Sleep, and the crystallized synths in the background reminded me of one of the levels in this, and I was like, you know, I really like this song. Just makes me really want to play Metroid Prime. Not so much like lyrically, but just instrumentally it made me want to play Metroid Prime, which is why I'm, you know, playing Metroid Prime. But I'll bring that up again later when we actually get to the level, and I'm sure you guys already know what I'm talking about. Anyone who's watching this, I'm sure you've played Metroid Prime. This game is so old. And if you guys remember my Metroid Zero Mission LP, you'll recall that this is actually my favorite Metroid game ever, followed by Zero Mission, and then the original one. Now, in saying that, if you guys remember my Zero Mission Let's Play, you know I'm not going to get 100% in this. Just making that clear now. I think when I played Zero Mission, I finished with less than 50%, and I think I can get higher than 50% in this, but don't guarantee 100%, because that's definitely not going to happen. Like, I have enough trouble getting through the game. There is actually one section of the game that I do not have memorized, and that's actually probably going to come up a lot, is that I don't remember, like, I tend to forget stuff sometimes unless it's a game I've played like a lot, like Ocarina of Time. If you guys remember my Ocarina of Time Let's Play, that actually took me a lot less time than I thought it would. But that is only because, you know, I knew what I was doing, and it's a game I played a lot, trust me. But anyways guys, we are here, and as you can see, we are in 3D environment. Look at this guys, we are in a first-person view here. And the graphics are pretty dang stunning, if you ask me. This is pretty amazing, in my opinion. Definitely showed what the GameCube can do in terms of graphics. Now, I just have to remember how to do all this. Keep forgetting that B is jump and A is shoot. And, you know, that I'm probably going to forget that sometimes. But what I just did was I used the scan visor. If you press the left pad on the directional button, you can scan things by holding down the L button, as long as they have this little red thing, or as you saw over here, an orange one. This force field blocks the entrance. Who would have guessed, right? Who would have guessed? But yeah, sorry, I'm trying to stop my recording stuff from falling over and corrupting itself. But yeah, Metroid Prime, what to talk about. The reason that I wanted to do it, I went over. Poets of the Fall, good band. You guys should actually check them out. If you like, I don't really know how to describe them. They're kind of an alternative rock band, I guess. Sort of. I guess that's how I would describe it. But yeah, as you guys know, sorry. As you guys know, I'm not really big on the whole explaining what I'm doing thing as I play. Occasionally I will, but it's not something I do all the time. So if I just skip over some stuff. If you guys want me to commentate, I can do so, but just don't guarantee on it, I guess, because it's not guaranteed to happen. Morphology, space pirate. Status, death caused by severing of the spinal cord. Well, dang. Doesn't that suck? Morphology, unknown. Info, high levels of radiation detected. Oh, stuff over here. Yeah, I'm going to be scanning a lot of stuff, guys. Analysis shows incredibly large muscle structures surrounding the jaw area. I'm going to be scanning a lot. And again, I'm not doing 100% scan. That's the thing. New creature's entry has been downloaded into your logbook. That's the reason I'm scanning, guys. If I remember how to do this, there we go. We are in our logbook. As you can see, there's a bunch of stuff over here, and the only one we have unlocked right now is... Oh, no. Come. Oh, right. No. I'm confused. One sec. Oh, here we go. Oh, right. No, because it's the only one there, but it's apparently way down here. There it was. If you come into the creatures thing, it'll show a logbook, and it'll show kind of like stuff about the creature, blah blah blah, but I'm going to be scanning a bunch of stuff, because there is a bunch of different stuff that you can scan, and I'm going to do that multiple times throughout the game, because I can. But it's not really going to amount to much, because I'm not getting 100%. That and half the stuff I'm going to scan is probably completely useless anyway. Oh yeah, I have the charge beam. I'm so used to all the Metroid games being that you have nothing at the beginning. Funny stuff, you know. I think I can just keep going. Yes, I can. Okay, guys, if you want the map, go that way. But I don't really need it right now, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Oh, although I probably should have gone and scanned the... Should I? Can I scan this? Should I? I can't remember. No, I don't think you can. I'll check on the next one. Because I don't think you can... I don't think scanning the map station actually gives you a login entry. At least not up here, it doesn't. It might when you get to other places. But I definitely don't think it does here. But yeah, we are just continuing on our way here. And I probably shouldn't have started this without having at least something to talk about, but you know, that's kind of my style, actually. Morphology unknown, low life signs detected. There are space pirates here, aren't there? Well, there's a dead one over there. Yes, I know. Oh, there's the live one. I know I can strafe game, thank you. And apparently I can't scan them yet. Do either you feel like giving me health? Nope, apparently not. Nothing over there. Let us continue on our way. Thing over here? Nope. Oh, fire missiles with Y. Thank you, game, for telling me absolutely everything. You know, I'll admit, like, it's cool that games tell you what you need to do, although I kind of miss when games just kind of threw you in. You know, the NES days, I should say. Like, the first Legend of Zelda game where you had absolutely no idea what you were doing because, you know, you just kind of got thrown into the overworld and bam! You were left to just try and, you know, figure out what you had to do. And trust me, the first time I played Zelda, I was so confused. In fact, I still get lost on that overworld map sometimes, which is pretty funny, actually. Bam. I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. Sorry guys, this is gonna happen a lot, and I apologize. Oh shoot. I never really know what I'm gonna talk about. It's just kind of a thing that happens as it goes along. And actually, I think either before, no, maybe not. I don't think it was in Wind Waker. It may have been in Ocarina of Time. I commented on how I kind of just commentate on, like, depending on how I feel is kind of how much I commentate, sort of thing. So again, I apologize. It kind of depends on my mood as to what I commentate about. Like, honestly, there may be some times where I just rant. Like, I will just rant in these episodes. It'll have absolutely nothing to do with gameplay, but I'll just rant about random stuff. I don't know. that's completely possible. That may happen. I apologize. But, no, I have to scan, right. But yeah, and there we go, health. Yay, new research entry has been added. Hurrah! Yeah, so I apologize if I don't talk all the time. Sometimes I just don't know what to commentate on. And I know that's, that can be bothersome for some people. I know, like, a lot of you are used to watching LPers like, let me think. I know Chugga Conroy, Nintendo Capri Sun, a lot of them, like, they are good at what they do. They can talk forever and ever, and that's not a bad thing if you guys for some reason ever watch this. It's not a bad thing. Talking is a good thing. In fact, it allows you to interact with the audience in a way, kind of thing. Well, that's kind of what this is about, is interacting with the audience. And I feel I'm not really the best at that. I'm still kind of, you know, getting used to the whole thing, which is funny to say considering this is my 8th LP. But I am still kind of getting used to the whole commentary thing. Like, I haven't really opened up as to what I will and will not talk about yet. Like, I'll talk about anything really, but I won't talk about everything, if that makes sense. But yeah, we're here at our first boss, guys. I think I should probably mention that. This is the Parasite Queen, and very simple boss battle, being the first. You would expect that. Of course, you know, I've played a lot of games in the past where the first boss kicks my butt, and when I say that, I mean mostly a lot of the Final Fantasy games, actually. I was never really a good Final Fantasy player. I just want to point that out. I love the games, though. Final Fantasy 3, oh, I guess 6. Final Fantasy 6 is my favorite Final Fantasy game out of all of them. I just find the humor in it is really good. But yeah. Like, if I were to ever LP a Final Fantasy game, I think stuff would just, like, go to hell, because I would never finish it. They're really long, and I'm not really a big fan of, like, modern RPGs, to be honest. Or not modern, sorry, JRPGs, I should say. I'm not a big fan of the level up system. It kind of, like, takes away from a game from me, and my only exception to that is Skyrim. Like, I love Skyrim. It's a fantastic game. The level up in that's not too bad, though. Like, I've just never been a fan of, I've never been a big fan of, like, level up systems, so that's why I really, really like video games, but I would never consider myself a hardcore gamer, just because I tend to stick to more casual games, like, you know, Nintendo games. Like, I stick to Zelda, Mario, Metroid, Pokemon, that kind of stuff. And you know, it's, I don't really know how to explain it, because, like, yeah, I am, like, a gamer, yeah, and I guess I could be considered a hardcore gamer, whatever, like, that means, to be honest. Like, I don't know the exact definition of, like, a hardcore gamer, because, honestly, it could mean a bunch of different things. Like, it's definitely not what people, like, think it is, in my opinion. It's, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's definitely not what people, like, talk about it. Like, people who play video games are classified as gamers. Like, nothing else is really classified that way, and I cannot explain that the best. If you really wanted to, like, figure out what I mean, you should go watch Game Theory. They have an episode pretty much about it, which is really, really good, actually. You know, I'm gonna scan you guys while I'm here. Oh, I already did, apparently. Okay, that's cool. They have a really good episode about it. Go check it out, Game Theory. I'm pretty sure they have their own site. If not, you can check screwattack.com. I know that they have the episodes up there. But yeah, go check that out. Like, back to what I was talking about, though. I wouldn't classify myself as a hardcore gamer, just because, like, I'm not into, like, everything, I guess. Like, I'm not gonna go all out for a video game. Now, there are those exceptions where, like, I'm excited for something, but I am more of a casual gamer than like a hardcore gamer, I think. Like, I'm not, no, I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling now. I'm saying the same thing over and over again and not really getting anywhere. But I'm just gonna, you know, stick to my classics. I'm gonna stick to Zelda. I'm gonna stick to Mario. I'm gonna stick to Metroid because that's the kind of games that I like. Like, I'm not any less of a gamer because I'm not into whatever's popular and stuff like that. Like, I am always going to love classic games over modern games just because, well, mostly because all modern games are first-person shooters, and I'm not a big fan of the first-person shooter genre, with the exception of GoldenEye on the N64, because that is the best first-person shooter ever. But yeah, I'll always love classics just because I grew up in the N64 era. That was really the first system I got into gaming. My first system ever was an NES, and the first game I ever played was Super Mario Bros. Which I think a lot of people, that was the first game they played. And, well, at least a lot of people from the 80s, early 90s maybe. But yeah, and I never had a Super Nintendo. Sucks to be me. But we skipped right to the N64, and the N64 is really when I got into gaming. I've talked about it before. I think it was during my Ocarina of Time Let's Play. The first 3 games I had were Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64, and Banjo-Kazooie. And all of them are fantastic games. And Banjo-Kazooie was actually the other choice I had that I was considering when I started this LP. It was between this and Banjo-Kazooie. And then, you know, music got into my head, and I was like, I want to play Metroid Prime. But yeah, really, I guess you could call me a Nintendo fanboy, I guess. I've just been more into I wouldn't say that they're simple games, because they are pretty challenging games, but, like, I would never say that Nintendo is, like, all about just, like, the family-friendly kid games kind of thing, because I definitely don't think that's true at all. Like, Nintendo has its more adult games, and I'm not talking about the M-rated games. Like, I'm talking about games like Metroid and Legend of Zelda, because especially with those, they tend to have like a darker tone to them, and I just feel like, not to say that like younger audiences don't understand those kinds of games, but I just don't think that younger audiences really like get the whole like story concept kind of thing. Like, they get that it's a game sort of thing, but they don't like it's not detailed. It's not like all the people who have spent years and years trying to figure out what the Legend of Zelda timeline is. It's more like, you know, I'm just playing a game to play a game. And I actually think that's another reason I don't like games nowadays, is that a lot of them are just being thrown out there as a cash grab for companies. They're just like, you know what, we know what we can make. We're just going to throw out another Call of Duty game every year. We're just going to throw out another, you know, first-person shooter, blah, 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 that kind of thing. And, you know, Nintendo does the same thing. We just saw, like, with the Wii U coming out, actually, good example, there's a Legend of Zelda game in the works. There's a Metroid game in the works. There's probably a Mario game in the works. Why wouldn't there be? And it's actually, I'm trying to figure out what exactly it is they want to do with Mario next, like the next big thing they want to do, because he's kind of been to space already, twice, for that matter. What can you really do, like, what can you really do other than, like, space? What is the next thing you can do? Is Mario gonna, like, travel through the universe and find, like, a whole brand new planet that's full of, I don't even know. But yeah, I'm sorry guys, I talked absolutely nothing about the game this entire part. I was talking about gaming in general, but I think this is where I'm gonna end it off for now. We just landed on Tallon IV after our escape from the the shuttle place we were at that I forgot the name of. But we just escaped and we followed Ridley. Yeah, that was Ridley. If you guys remember my my Zero Mission Let's Play, that was Ridley from that game. Well, actually, I guess he'd be Meta Ridley now. I'm pretty sure Prime came after Zero Mission. But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna finish it off here. I apologize for not talking about the game at all, but I guess I kind of found a topic and just kind of babbled on and on about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this part anyway, and I hope you guys will join me next time where we are going to be exploring Tallon IV, our newly discovered area here. So for now, this is VGA322 signing out, and I hope I will see you guys next time. Peace.